welcome back to my channel. I'm Kharisma Summers, the dream visualist of Popnicute jewelry. Tonight we're going to watch me put a bezel on this piece we finished yesterday. So this is the Kharisma Ruffles I soldered the wire yesterday. If you missed that episode, feel free to go to my channel and stream it. Well, not stream it, I guess. Whatever. And watch it. Tonight I'm going to attach this tiny little stone on here with fine silver bezel and copper backing. Okay, I've got a few questions about that in groups before, so I'm gonna show you today how do I do that. Hi Elle, hi Carlene, welcome back. You guys are always on time. And what else? What am I gonna say? Oh, I found my yellow ochre. It's like sitting in a drawer, of course. So this is what I use for a no flow. I used it yesterday to prevent the area that is already soldered to flow again. So this is what I have. It's like a huge bottle. This would last me a lifetime. So it is just powder on the inside. Hope I don't spill it. So, and if I want to use it, I just take some and put it in this little bead container. So basically I just took some with my dry brush like so. And then I just put it inside and add a few drops of water until it forms a thick paste. So just oops, probably too much water. And you just kind of mix it, and you can use this over and over again because water just softens the dry parts back up, so there is no wasted powder at all. Elsa, I get notification for your live videos on my phone. Yay! Hooray! Did you hit the bell for a reminder? Is that how you get the notification? Because I think that's what YouTube say. If you hit the bell, then you get the notification. That's why I always say before I start that in my reminders that you hit the bell. Hi Amber, welcome back. Should I turn on the light? Some light? Maybe. I also just bought a new light, so hopefully will shine brighter on next videos. It should be here either tomorrow or Friday night, maybe. So we'll see. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Oh, Elsa. Yeah, she did. Yay. Okay, let's put this camera on my work desk. Facing my work desk. And turn on the light. Okay. Nice and clear. Because I've already cut a piece of copper. Because it's just round, I kind of just, well, maybe I can just cut like a disc. Because you don't want to work from a big sheet, right? Because then the sheet is going to be a huge heat sink. Okay, so this is what I do. I just cut a little bit of piece, and because it's a disc cutter, it's pretty much flat. It's not skewed like if you cut with a scissors. Okay. So when I do my bezel, I like to do it like flat on the steel block or my rubber block, and then just circle it around like so, and then I will mark it where it should be cut. You can use your divider, or if you don't need it to be super precise, like this is a scallop bezel, so I like to cut it where the scallop ends, again right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna mark it. Whoever made this stone, prepare it exactly for the scallop, because the ends just happen to be on one of this, so it's gonna be a perfect match. And I'm gonna use my miter vise to cut it with my saw. Just gonna straighten it up again. And this is one of the many uses of a miter saw. So if I have something to cut like this bezel, I like to place it on the tooth right here. Don't you think it looks like a little monster? It's kind of cute. So put it next to the snackle tooth right here and press it against it so it's like 90-degree straight. And then I will make sure I'm on the right spot. And tighten it up. Okay, this is gonna be awkward because I usually do it on my bench, but we'll see. So hopefully it's not. Oh, my thing is not on. I'm gonna lube my saw blade, and I'm gonna try cutting this on my bench. I think I need to change blade. This is a 2/0. Yeah, I remember how to say it, 2/0. And I need to change it to a 6/0. If your saw blade is too thick for the sheet, it's not gonna cut well. Rio Grande has a chart where you can see which thickness use what number of saw blade, but generally I like to use the 6/0 because I do a lot of fine piercing. Let's see. Okay, that was quick. And you can also use this the snaggletooth monster to file the end so it's like completely straight. That's why it's good to cut it just a little bigger than it should, so you have some leeway to file it like so. Doesn't take much, and there we go, it's flat. It's fine silver, so it's pretty soft and pretty easy to work with, but it also melts at a lower degree, so that's the challenge that you will have setting up this bezel to copper. Okay, so it's gonna meet right there. So make sure like it matched up pretty nicely. I'm gonna use my half round pliers. I mean, if I can find it. Where did it go? Man, I'm losing my tools like every day. This is like a problem that we all have, right? We place it and then like we can't see it. Change our plan. I'm just gonna use my just round nose pliers. Catwoman say, "Hi, you got the odd lingo down. My pleasure to teach you something." Yeah, thank you, Catwoman. See, like, I convinced myself that doing these videos is gonna, like, I don't mind sharing my knowledge, because by doing these videos, I'm actually learning something too. So we can help each other by interacting with each other, right? So nothing is wasted, or I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna run out of competition just because I shared my techniques with y'all. So trying to match this up is just one of the many challenges, because it's so small. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I want to make sure that it is touching. Okay, I think I got it. See, it's flush and lined up nicely. So I'm gonna solder this and while trying not to melt it. If it's something small like this, I can use my butane because it's so small. It's right there. Wait, camera. Okay. So I'm gonna put some flux on it. Oh, this thing is dried up. Okay, putting flux on the joint, and I'm gonna use my medium argentium silver solder because that's the only thing I have. And I'm gonna place it underneath it, like so. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just using my butane torch. So I'm gonna heat the whole thing first. And then focus on the joint. I think it's already soldered. It's so fast. Ooh, it's already soldered. I think the solder joint is good enough. Gonna test it just to make sure that it's not going to fall apart. I'm gonna try to file the joint here. You generally want to do this before you set it up because after you set the bezel on the back plate, it's gonna be hard to file it like this. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna check if it fits with the stone. Yep, it fits just fine. Awesome. So now we want to make sure that the bottom is completely flat and touching, right? And so I'm gonna do some figure 8 on sandpaper. Okay, I'm gonna use a big piece of sandpaper and hold it with my two hands like so and do a figure 8 or a round. Then I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees and do the same. Okay, I think I got it. You can see when it's all sanded down. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but you will see the bottom that it's like getting roughed and matte. So if you see any part that is still shiny, like this part right here, then it's not completely sanded down yet. So it's not completely flat, I mean. So I'm gonna do a little more sanding. I think I got it now, but it's a little, now it looks like a bean. Gonna make sure that the shape is back to where I want it. It's all good. So make sure I can still fit it on top. It's completely snug, so that's good. And then I want to see if it lay flat on my back plate. So you can do the light test. Basically, you're just pointing it where the light is coming from behind, so you can see if there is a gap where it's supposed to be touching. Okay, so when there is some gap, I'm gonna sand. I'm pretty sure it's flat. I'm gonna try to flatten it a little bit more. I already stamped it, so you make sure you stamp it before you set the bezel. So I'm gonna try to sand the surface of this as well. This is a 22 gauge, by the way, if I haven't mentioned it. You can see where the sandpaper roughing the part, and some part of it is not roughened yet, so I'm gonna try to completely do that and maybe test it see if my bezel would lay flat now. Make sure I know that I orient it the right way. It's almost. I think it's gonna be okay. Sometimes also like gently tap it, but don't want to be too hard on it because you can accidentally flatten the shape of the scallop and you don't want to do that. But I think I'm really good right now. Okay, so I'm gonna set it that way. Okay, let's see if it works. Make sure it is. I'm gonna raise this on, oops. On this heavy steel mesh. Right, because I like to so like the light can reflect from the bottom, like it raised the level a little bit, so that way it's not I don't know, I feel like it works better. Like, I don't like using a tripod, but I like using it on the soldering block. Okay, so I am going to flux it because we already like put sandpaper on it. It actually spread out really well because it makes it super clean. So I'm going to have, actually I'm going to try it. Try the flux with my torch. Okay, it's good enough. I'm gonna cut some solder pallions like I did yesterday. I'm using the medium solder Argentium silver. If you use regular silver solder, use hard. I'm going to place the solder pallions on the inside. It's about like maybe 5-6 millimeters apart. Yeah, I should have made it like a dryer, this flux, because now it's kind of bubbly. Okay, let me make the flux disappear first. This makes it a little harder. Okay, I think it's flat enough now. Now let's place the solder pallions again. It's about 5 millimeters apart. Okay, my solder pallions are about 1 millimeter square. So they're tiny. And I just cut it from the sheet. I didn't flatten the sheet, so it's just whatever you got from Rio Grande is the thickness of my soldered pallions. Okay, after all of this hard work, I hope that it will solder just fine. Okay, I think that's the last one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the light. And I'm gonna use my easy torch. And try to heat it from the bottom. Basically, I'm trying to reflect the heat from the bottom. That way I can heat up my copper backing first to make sure that the solder will flow later. Okay, it's starting to melt. Now I'm using my pick to direct the flow. I usually have it on a Lazy Susan, which is make it easier to do it. Okay, I think I got everything. Cool. And I didn't melt it. Hooray! It's like small celebrations like that keeps you going, right? I am gonna inspect it. I don't see any gaps, so it should be okay. Yep, it should be okay. Okay, I'm going to quench this. Okay, I only quench it in water. You can pickle it if you want. I probably put a little too much solder, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. So, hope you can see it. Light or no light? No light. Yeah, there is no gap. Like the solder flow nicely all around. Yeah, that is just a little dirty, but it's not a gap. Okay, I think we succeeded. Ah, awesome. Now the moment of truth, if this will still fit. I don't have usually have some piercing on the back, so I don't really use dental floss. So hopefully I think it's gonna fit. So I'm not going to push it in because I won't be able to get it out again. So let's see what I should do with the back here. I think I'm gonna stamp it. Okay, let's do some of this design around the edge. I think I'm gonna pickle this because I can see now that there's a light, I can see like the glassy layer of flux, so that's gonna hinder my stamping. I'm gonna put it in the pickle. By the way, that's me breaking the crystallized pickle. Cause I don't use hot pickle. I just use cold pickle. And Illinois is so dry during the winter, it gets dry really fast. Okay, no more glassy surface, so I think we're good to go. See, using cold pickle is not terrible. It's not terribly long either. Just hopefully I can stamp this. This looks a little weird. We're gonna use another stamp because this has it's not long enough. It's hitting my bezel. I don't want my bezel to move inward after I stamp it. This one is a little similar, but better ground on the side, so I think we can get it super close. I'm just gonna use my this hammer. Zoom out a little so you can see it. Not sure if I like the way it's stamped. Okay, let's just continue. Just have to be really pushing it really hard. I actually pushed it push the bezel a little over there, but I hope I can just clean it up just fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. And going on the other side. Okay, I think I got the design just fine. I am going to cut this . Drawing my guideline with Sharpie. Well, hopefully it's gonna look good. Maybe it's a little too much. Maybe I should just cut it the oval way. Doesn't look like it's gonna look good this way. Might be too much. There's a ruffle and then like there would be like stem and scallop. So I'm just gonna try to cut this round of it and forget about the stamp designs. I'm not too keen on that plan now. So I'm just gonna take my scissors, my Joyce Chen's shears or scissors, and just gonna cut the oval. At least I didn't spend too much on stamping it, so I'm not too heartbroken about it. Okay, it's all cut out. I'm going to file it. I dropped my file. Okay, found it. This file is much better than the round file that I have. So that's what I'm gonna use. Don't you think filing is quite a calming action? It's actually quite nice. I don't know. Am I the only one that feel like that? Okay, I'm almost done. Oops, I'm a little off camera. Okay, I think so, round it nicely. So I'm gonna flip it and take off some of the edge, a little rounded the edge. So I'm just filing at an angle here. Okay, I think it's all good. Except for this thing that's so lightly pushed in. So now we're gonna sand it per usual. Feels good all around. I think we're ready to attach it to this part. Okay, it's gonna be like so. Want to make sure that the back is touching. Okay, I need to adjust the back right here because it's a little gappy. I'm just gonna push it with my hand. Okay, I think it's good now. Going off camera a little bit because I'm trying to see if there is a gap. I think I need my pliers. Needs to move a little. No, it's too much. All the fittings, all of these fittings. But it is so important just that you can solder it nicely. So I think now it's good. Okay, I think it's okay now. Okay, let's bring back my solder pen. Put flux on it and adjust this camera so you can see what I'm doing. So putting flux there and there. Make sure it's on the angle that I want it to be. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna put some solder. Gonna dry off the flux first so it's not moving around. Okay, I'm still using medium solder or hard solder if you use silver solder. I'm using Argentium silver and it's on medium. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I'm back with my easy torch. trying to heat from the bottom again. Trying to heat the whole thing first. Part is good. Oops. I think I got it. Wait a little before quenching it. Yeah, I think I got it. I got it. Cool. So it's all attached. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to focus it. Okay. You can see that it's attached right there. Try not to hit my finger with the hot copper. Okay, both sides seems to be attached pretty well. Putting it in my pickle. Because after this we're going to patinate. Okay, while we're waiting, it's dipping in the patina. What do you guys think of it so far? Did I do good? Let's see. Seems like everyone agree that filing is kind of thin. But Elle say her most favorite part of making jewelry is the soldering part. She likes the sound of a torch. Catwoman said, that is such a beautiful piece. I feel that making the Kharisma Ruffles. Oh, what was your problem? Maybe I can help you today. Just tell me, like, where did you fail? Like, did you use 30 gauge? Because I don't think it works if it's like 26 or 24 gauge, just too thick. So you need 30 gauge silver or copper. Okay, let me can stay on for another minute or two. Catwoman said the dents were off. Can't figure out the wrist action. Well, you do. Let me try. You just pretend this is the sheet, right? And this is your plier. So basically this part is on the top part, and then you fold it like so. Like that. So I hope that explain it better. So that's how you do it. So the bottom part first, and then flip it. Bottom and then flip it. Bottom part and then flip it. Bottom part up. So the 4 fingers are up, and then flip it. Yeah, I do the same way all the time. If you do it a lot, eventually you will eventually find your flow, like the way you do it. Like, it can be this way too. I mean, like this way is not wrong, but this is the way I do it. Just more movement, I suppose. So like so. Yeah, I think it should be done now. So bubbly from the baking soda. I'm going to patina this, so I'll be back in 2 minutes or so. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now let's try to set. Patina could be better. I'll do it later. Okay, so that's what we got. So now let's try which way. Which way do you think it should be? The green at the bottom? Or the green on the top? Okay, I think green on the top. Both way looks pretty cool. So I think it doesn't really matter. I don't know if you can see it well enough. Okay, everyone say green on the top. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's put this back. Gonna try pushing the thing out first because I kind of push it in while I was trying to stamp it. Okay, it fits. Yay! Fits. Oh, it can actually go out pretty easily. There's something at the bottom. Gonna make sure there's nothing. Seems like an excess glue or something. Want to make sure that it's all flat before I set it. Okay. Back in. Okay, now it's a little stuck. Stones are funny that way, right? It was fine and then it's stuck. Doesn't seem to be straight now after I took it out. Well, let's see if it will set just fine. Because it's a fine silver, I don't think it's going to be hard to set. I still want to make sure that it's flush though. Because I'm just lightly tapping it, hopefully I don't ruin it. Just want to make sure that it goes in. Okay. Okay, we're gonna set this stone in. Okay, I'm gonna use. So basically, since this is a pretty easy stone, which is an oval, I like to start from the point, the narrower part, the height of the oval. go all around. Well, I think we're done. Like, it's super simple. Ooh. It's nice and tight. I show it better. So the one I use is the Bezel, the brass bezel pusher. I like it because it has a thick area, right? So it's fairly easy to set. And according to the website, I think you have to sand it first when you got it, because to make it has more grip to it, so it's not like, you know, slip around. So that's what I did. And yep, we're done. If you have a cornerstone, which is your corner has some, your stone has some corners, you can check my video how to set a bezel corner, something like that, the title. And I use the thermoplast to mount it, and then I showed how to hammer set the bezel corner. Since this stone doesn't have any corners, I can just use this, and ta-da, we're done. Makes it look kind of like an eye. An eye with huge eyelashes. So I'm going to polish this. I don't know if you guys want to watch me polishing. Do you want to watch me polish this thing? Like, I might use flex shaft to with my 3M, and I think I'm going to hammer it a little because this has been fired, so I want to make sure that it's not going anywhere, you know. It's gonna be a little tough on the edge near the stone. I'm gonna do a little like that just to make it harder. I think it's good now. Make sure that the ruffles are not flimsy. Oh yeah, I think yesterday someone asked if a tumbler will work hard in it. I don't think so, because a tumbler, I mean the still shot tumbler, it's only good at work hardening like on the surface, but it's not gonna work harden structurally. And if you want to work harden it, you work harden it with a hammer. Well, obviously the ruffles can't be hammered, but you know, by like moving it around a little, at least you're work harden it structurally better than a tumbler could do. think it's good. Ta-da! Okay, everyone wants to see me polishing, so I'm gonna use my flat shaft here. I like to use the 3M bristle. Mine is actually already really, like, I need new ones. It's so sad looking right now. It's like bald. This is a small one though, not the big one. I think this is like a 3/4 of an inch, I think. Oh, it's a 9/16. So that's what I have. But you can see that it's already eaten up quite a bit. And I don't have any more of the white. I only have 2 left, so it's not gonna be enough. The red one also suffered the same fate as the white one. But I still have a lot of the red one, so I'm going to replace the red one. Okay, so this is the tool that came with flat shaft to undo the screw. Okay, I want to make sure that I put the new one facing the right way, because you can't do it if it's facing the wrong way. So the bristle is going to the right. So you need to make sure that everything is facing the same way. And you want to stack like 6 of them. Oop, can't pull something. It's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay, it's all facing the right way. Amy is asking, will it be a brooch or a necklace? I'm thinking a necklace. So I'm probably gonna add some chain on it, make it like a long necklace. Okay, it's all tight. I'm gonna wear my mask again because it's gonna be a lot of dust and like liver of silver dust. I don't know how if it's poisonous or not, but I'm gonna be safe and put on a dust mask. This a little. I like I like using the red one or the white one to smooth out the corners. Why is it blurry now? Okay. So it can round the corners. Okay, make sure. It can round the corners like on the hard to reach places to make it look more polished. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the white one is obviously doing a better job because it's rougher than the red one. The red ones will do just fine. got it good enough. I like to run my fingers all around my piece to make sure that I got everything. Oh, I think I wanna do around that area too. Kind of forgot about that. Kind of hard now that it's already set. I should have done it before I solder it, but I thought that would be like taking too much time, so I didn't do that. But overall it's done. Everything is pretty smooth now. You run your fingers around it. So that's the final piece. All it needs to do is go into the tumbler and add some chain first, and then go into the tumbler. Okay, thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. I think it's kind of fun, isn't it? Working from start to finish on camera. Maybe I should do more of it. Maybe I'll do the bracelet that Elle wants, the one with from the designing video. Was it the second one? The second designing video with the bumblebee Jasper. So I'll think about it. I didn't wear a mask on the last thing, so it's kind of like a little dusty here. I think some got into my nose. So what should I do tomorrow? Maybe I'll try to make that bracelet tomorrow. Man, this light is blinding. So, okay. Yeah, I'll make that bracelet tomorrow, so it's gonna be another soldering. I will prepare the pieces tonight, because otherwise it's gonna take like super long time, right? Just to make sure that I got everything. If I had to start from scratch on camera, I'm not sure like how many episodes it's gonna be. So I will see if I can prepare like some stuff and then do the soldering and a little bit of shaping the wire and whatnot on camera. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, so I hope you come back and watch me. again. Oh, and I think I am like super close to 90,000 minutes now. I think I'm at like at least 80. So it's probably I'm gonna fulfill my goal in a few days. And to celebrate that, after I finish my goal, I think I'm gonna have some crash course in photography. It's gonna be a little difficult, I think, because like explaining how the camera works, since it's gonna be live video. So it's just gonna be like a crash course how you set up the lighting and whatnot. So it's not gonna be like super detailed, but I want to share how I take pictures of my jewelry, because a lot of people ask about that. So that's the plan. When it's all ended, it's probably gonna be probably 2 episodes for that photography thing. I'm gonna show you how to edit the photos too, if I can figure out how to capture my screen, to make sure that you don't have to I don't have to point my camera on the screen. So I might have to use Loom or something like that. I think this software might be able to, but we'll see. I haven't really looked it up. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow to make that bracelet, the bumblebee bracelet that I mentioned in the second part of the designing. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for the views. So I hope you keep watching my channel. I hope you subscribe, so in the future we can always like hang out like this. I think it's a lot of fun. Bye. Thank you. Mwah.